Imagine when I tell you, they had me carrying the carcass of a cow on my back, bro.
Yo, assalamu alaikum guys.
Salam, man. What's going on?
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala
Wallah,
wa
alhamdulillah, man.
barakatuh. Yeah, listen, I'm trying to give you fair rewards, innit?
Okay, go on, finish off.
Do you know what I
Sorry.
mean? Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
Hey,
Yeah, see, that's 30, bro. Why you being stingy, bro?
that is generous,
Do you know what I mean? Man's giving it, take
I just
it.
say wa alaikum salam. That's it, man.
Bro, this guy's been talking about even on free things, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Wallah.
He's been holding it back.
Yo, James, how you feeling, bro? How you feeling?
I'm good, man. You know what I mean? It's the weekend,
Yeah.
Saturday. You know what I'm saying? We're chilling.
Bro, for you, for the first time ever, like weekends actually mean like you can get some rest in it. You actually have a career job.
Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen. First and foremost, we give thanks to Allah.
Uh-huh.
I finally do a job that I actually enjoy.
Listen,
Wallahi,
first of all,
mashallah.
before we even talk about things like job and all that nonsense, look at this fly guy, man. Look at this shower guy, bro. We're all here looking homeless, yeah.
Wallah.
We haven't had no haircuts and now my guy's looking, you know what I mean, 10. You know what I mean? Mashallah, tabarakallah.
You know why? You used to get onto me too many times. Yo, Jibs, one for you, man. Wear something nice. I thought, you know what? All right, cool. Finally got the message, you know?
You know how when the tables turn and that, wallah, now we look homeless, and here Mr. Flyboy and that.
Flat shower boy, bro.
It's the process. Trust the process.
Trust the process. Well, listen, Fili, obviously, what Fatah said, what's works in?
Work, wallahi, it's intense. Do they even know what job I do?
What do you do?
What do I do?
One time for the time, what you do?
One time,
Jibril, what you do?
I'm a medical doctor. Alhamdulillah.
Say that one more time.
I am a doctor, man.
Listen, one more time for all the single ladies in the back who didn't hear you, bro.
I'm a doctor, man. Nah, you know what? It's alhamdulillah. It's been like 6 years of medical school, and we finally finished at home. And basically, I started in December, so it's essentially first year of a 2-year foundation program. So you do like where they send you different departments and stuff. So I'm in general surgery at the moment, very busy. It's you know, it's very, very, very busy, but you know, I finally actually enjoy what I do. You know, waking up and learning. I mean, everything I learn, I'm actually applying it to practice. So alhamdulillah, I'm very, very happy about that.
Bro, that's for me. That itself is like something amazing. The fact that you wake up and you look forward to going to work.
Yeah.
You know, like, bro, it's been years, and you're there thinking, what am I doing with my life? How many times have you woken up there and thought, you know what? I don't want to go in today, but I need the money.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That was the motivation. But the fact that you go in and you enjoy yourself.
I don't even think about the money. Like, obviously people think, oh, you're a doctor, you should earn a certain amount. Well, I don't, because obviously it's the first time, is the concept of earning monthly. I was used to earning weekly wages. Weekly wages. It's not, we're not going to get into how many jobs we've done, but it's the first time I'm thinking about like a monthly salary. So the money is not even there, but like, you know what I mean, going there to learn, to excel, to progress in a career, you know, that's what you think about first when you go into this kind of job.
Is it different? Like you know, in the mornings when you wake up, like, do you actually want to wake up and go to, you know, like, okay, now we're in winter, innit? So, like, it's a lot harder to lift that blanket, that duvet, bro.
100%.
Do you know what I mean?
It's like, for the first time, I've become responsible. I'm like, you know what? I'm waking up early tomorrow. I'm going to sleep early. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to sleep by 10 o'clock. I'm in bed. So by 6, I'm up, or 7, I'm up, and I'm ready to take on the day. And
This is pure facts, bro, because there've been times, bro, where I've called you like 9:45 or 10:30, yeah? And yo, that shit's going straight to voicemail, bro. Do you know what I mean? I'm used to talking to this guy at 1 a.m, bro. You know what I mean? Talking to 1, 2 a.m.
Other jobs than that, you get me 2, 3 a.m. You call me, I might pick up, and I'm awake at 7, like, all like, you know, tired.
What's that done for you, like, mentally? What you sleeping early, waking up early? You know, being them people who you know, see you sleep at 10 and you awake at 6, 7 a.m. How does that feel to be in that kind
I
of?
feel like I'm in a very prestigious group right now.
Oh, is it prestigious?
Morning people, you know, you welcome me into your club because I'm there now. You know, wake up in the morning, you know, with the sunrise. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it's changed because this is naturally how it's supposed to be. Basically, we're supposed to be waking up in the morning and we're supposed to engage part of the day with that part of the day and go about that. And then when it's nighttime, it's time to sleep. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's very different, alhamdulillah, and yeah, what can I say? I'm enjoying it.
I mean, over the years, like, we have done a lot of jobs. Do you know what I mean? I started my job career like very late. I started, I think, 21. I know Salman started a lot younger than when we started. I started 21 because you know how Africans, they always believe if you're in education and you actually start working, you become a saqid, you become like a low life who just wants to chase money.
Yeah, because
so they will tell you, you know what, don't work, just focus on your education, and whatever money you need, ask me.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? That's why your parents will say. And I used to think, nah, man, like I actually want to work until you start working.
Yeah.
And then you think, yeah, you know what, Dad, about that offer where you say, yo, listen,
draw me them coins.
Yeah, well, like, draw me them coins, man.
Because some people obviously, like, you know what I mean, they taste money and they taste, like, obviously, you know what, it's like the instant gratification rather than, you know what I mean, the longevity, rather than, you know, the long-term goal.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, as kids, you know what I mean, having money, spare money in your pocket, it's amazing, you know what I mean? It's something you can use for food, clothes, that kind of thing. So I fully understand your parents' perspective on that.
How old were you when you first started?
You want to start, Salman?
No,
I know. We know Salman.
Okay, cool.
He knows my story. We're gonna start with you, bro.
I think I was 16. I was in straight out first year college, and my first job was knocking on doors.
Were you 16?
Yeah.
You making your
Flip, no.
I was 16, man. So I was knocking on doors. That was my first job ever.
Was it knocking doors doing what?
Sorry?
Them door-to-door knocking.
So
they have a fancy name. What was it?
Market sales.
Something like that. Yeah, sales marketing. I don't know what
I
it
don't
was.
remember the name,
They
but
gave,
basically
they,
my
gave,
job.
they gave a nice name to make you feel better.
Name,
Yeah, now you know what it was. I'm not lying. They gave me a T-shirt. It said RSPCA, so I was doing for dogs. No, it wasn't dogs. It was animals and that. Charity for them, yeah. Man, I had to wear a T-shirt RSPCA. I was working the gang. 4 or 5 of us were going around knocking at doors, trying to convince people to care about dogs and cats. So I'm knocking at the door. Hi guys, hi. Excuse me, sorry. So, did you know that there's about 20,000 dogs in the UK? That slam door. Next one. Hello, hi. My name is Ibrahim. Could I talk about cats in the UK? That slamming the door again. So it was just me trying to convince people to could you give £2 a month for fish in fish bowls so they get adequate food, and that kind of thing. So I did that for about 2-3 weeks, and then I was like, yo, I've never been rejected that many times in my life. You know what I mean? Because it built my. I had a tough skin, so obviously
16.
later on, so rejection wasn't a thing. You get me? But first ever job.
Once you experience that, what's an aired message? Do you know what I mean? What's an aired DM? What's that compared to that?
Cool. Don't worry about that. Got thick skin.
What about you, Salman? When was it? It was 16, 15?
I started working at 16. I had my first job at 16. I had my first job at 16. And like throughout uni, it was on and off. There'd be times at work to supplement, my income and that. But 16 was my first job. It was that was the worst job I've ever had in my life. I'm not even gonna exaggerate, fam.
Can you please
That's
enlighten us?
truly the worst job I've ever had in my life. I've had some pretty difficult jobs, but I'd say that one was the worst. Basically, picture the scenario, it's the summer holiday after you finish year 11.
Okay.
Yeah, so after you finish high school, basically, and you're going off to college, it's a new chapter in your life. That summer holiday, it's a bit longer than you're used to when you're in school.
You feel like a bad man because you finish beginning of June.
Do you know what I mean? So you feel like I'm older.
Yeah.
I'm grown. Do you know what I mean? I've got college coming up. This is going to be a wild summer. Now, these times, everyone's flying out. Everyone's, going different places, interesting places. You know what I mean? Because it's your last summer holiday, and it's people having fun. I'm expecting to go somewhere, innit? But then my dad says, nah, listen, he's like, chill, innit? I'm like, huh? He was like, the summer holiday is a long one. It's longer than 6 weeks, isn't it?
Yeah.
Usually,
100%, 100%.
usually 6 weeks. You know, when you're in school,
Yeah.
when you're in school, summer
6 weeks,
summer
yeah.
6 weeks, and
We had the whole of June, whole of July, the whole of August, and we
start
come back September.
Yeah, so it was a long holiday. So he's like, yo, listen, you got a long holiday. There's plenty of time for all of that, but for the first month, you're gonna work. I'm like, all right, okay, cool, say that. And then I'm like, yo, I'm gonna have money in my pocket anyways. And I'm like, all right, say that. And then, so I'm like, yo, what's the job? And I'm expecting some kind of office job. I'm thinking something like that. He's like, you know, I hooked you up with a guy, you know, you're gonna work in this butcher's.
What?
Huh? My God, the GCSEs, do you work in the butchers? What are you talking about, Dad? He's like, yeah, nah, you know, okay, butchers. I'm like, I don't want to work in the butchers. He goes, all right, if you can find another job in 2 weeks, then you can do it.
Yeah.
But otherwise, you're starting this job. Bruv, and you know, 2 weeks, what job you can find in 2 weeks,
Never.
bruv?
Can't
You never,
find anything.
doesn't matter if you experience it, you're not going to find no job in 2 weeks, innit?
Facts.
Bruv, when I tell you, every day, man, and this is back in the day when, bruv, you'd have them big boy desktop PCs and that, do you know what I mean? With the dial-up internet and that.
Compact.
You know,
Remember
you know what I
that?
mean?
Dell.
Bruv, you know the internet that you, like, if anyone calls on the phone, the house phone, it messes up the computer.
Yeah, yeah,
Do you know, you have to be like, oh, yo, no one goes, it's just a limited amount of time I can even research. And
We're showing our age right now. My God.
well, I was trying to age. But, so basically, suffice to say, I didn't find another job in 2 weeks' time. So I have to start this job now. And now I'm starting this job, yeah, and I'm just working with a bunch of illegals and a bunch of illegal immigrants. And none of them speak a lick of English, bruv. I'm there at 16, bruv. Everyone there is at least double my age. They're all in the 30s, bruv. Like, people that have been working these jobs for decades, bruv. You know, who are used to this job. Imagine when I tell you, they had me carrying the carcass of a cow on my back, bruv.
Oh my days.
Wallahi, there's no exaggeration, fam. Imagine, I'm a small 16-year-old, yeah, carrying a whole dead cow on my back cheek. Wallahi, the thing's bigger than me, fam. The whole thing's bigger than me, bruv. The whole thing is, bruv, I don't know how I'm picking it up, yeah? But, like, I remember the only way to pick it up was to put it on my back because I can, yeah, 100%. The whole thing's... And I'm there, bruv, basically,
Oh
I'm there just trying to grab it. I'm there, bruv, every day I would finish that shift. My back is hunched over like I'm the hunchback, bruv. It would take me about half an hour for me to be able to fully straighten up. Bruv, I'd be like hunchback. So suffice to say, like that was not a nice job, fam. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and imagine these times, bruv. I've done a shift for a month, yeah. I'm going up to catch my to get my paycheck, and I'm thinking, yo, I've been looking forward to this day. This is the only thing that keeps me going, and I'm like, yo, I'm gonna get money. Yeah, it's gonna hook me up nice for the rest of the holiday. At least I've got something to look forward to, and to make up for all this nonsense I've been through. So I get there, bruv. I get to the accounting department, whatever. The guy gives me an envelope, yeah, of money. And imagine as he's giving it to me, he has the cheek, the temerity, Google that word if you know what it means, to say, your output was under expected guidelines. So you weren't working as well as you expected. Okay, imagine he had the cheek to say that, but he's like, but we're still gonna pay you fairly. I'm like, okay. So
Okay.
he gives it to me. So obviously, I take the envelope, bro. First thing I noticed, just off the cuff, is it feels kind of light still. I think, nah, don't even worry. It might be a couple pinkies in there, do you know what I mean? A couple £50 notes, couple, you know what I mean? So to balance out, and it doesn't have to be all £10 in it. So let me check though, and I open it and I look at it. It's looking a bit light still. I count £250
For the whole month.
for a whole month. I look at him and wallahi, I'm expecting, I think this is a practical joke, bro. I look at him like, he's like, basically, because you're under 18, we pay you half of whatever we're paying our whatever we're paying. Do you know what I mean?
So you're getting half the minimum wage.
Half, no, not half the minimum wage. Half whatever he's claiming to pay them lot. So he's trying to tell me he's paying them £500 a month. Okay, which I don't believe that, bruv. But either way, this guy gave me £250 for the most back-breaking work I've ever done in my life for a whole month. Imagine, bro, I'd come in at 8 o'clock, I'd leave at 5. 5 days a week. 5 days a week for a whole month for £250, bro. Yeah, that was not fun.
Yeah, that at least that made you a man, fam.
Wallahi, did. But the thing is, you know what happened? Like my dad about this, and I'm like, yo, dad, like, why did you make me do that? And he was like, the reason why I chose. He's like, yo, listen, I knew, like, I've got accountant friends, I've got solicitors, I've got this, I got that. He's like, I could have given you an easy, cushy office job, and I'm like, why did you do that? And why didn't you, bro?
This whole I could business.
What's this? I could business, bro. He's like, the reason why I made you work that job before you started college is because I wanted you to go into college understanding the value of education.
Facts.
Okay. He was like, I wanted you to know that don't be going into college with this, this chill mindset, or I'm gonna go, it's gonna be fun. Da, da, da. It's like, you can experience what you need to experience, but you need to go there with the understanding that you're going there for a very specific purpose, which is to build the foundation for the rest of your life. That if you don't take this education thing serious,
100%.
bruv, there's no shame in this work, but this is what you're looking forward to. Do you know what I mean? And I needed to drill it into you because he's like, you're thick-headed. You need to be, the way you learn is to get beaten into it. Do you know what I mean? Words got to work with you, bro. He was like, you needed to have it beaten into your, depth of your being.
Picking up dead cows.
Do you know what I mean? Wallahi, it was a lesson.
Till today, huh?
Till today, bro. I came out there saying, yo, I don't care what it is I have to do. I will never be in a situation where I have to rely on this for my sustenance. So I'm not gonna lie to you, it did work, but yo, obviously 250, fam, you man are mocking it, bro.
That's taking
That's
a piss,
mocking it, bro. 250, you know.
Because
that's mocking it.
That's slavery, mate.
Wallahi.
It is slavery,
It's
innit?
slavery,
But you realise in this whole, like hamal labor type of work, bro, like I realised how privileged we are when I started working. I remember I started late, 21, right? I'm there thinking, was it 21? How old were we when we did the second time you did it? Yeah, how old were you?
We're about 21.
Yeah. So
I remember.
I did a door job thing twice, man. I did one.
This guy done it twice. I've done it once, innit? He done it at 16 and 21.
Do you remember what I said to you, man?
I remember, bro. So basically, I tell my dad I want to work. He was like, all right, so long as obviously you don't get too used to the money, whatever, blah blah blah. Focus on your education. Yeah. So this guy calls me up. I was like, yo, Jibs, I want to work, man. Blah blah blah. I was like, yo, I'm like tomorrow. I'm on my way to this sales marketing job. Get yourself ready for tomorrow, innit?
Come through.
This guy hooked me up for disaster, bro. Absolute disaster. Wallah.
Listen, I ain't gonna suffer myself. If I can bring all my guys with me, yo, let's do it.
So I'm there thinking, I say no more. I was like, yo, what's the dress code? He was like, suit or at least shirt and tie, formal. I'm thinking, yo, man, sales marketing, yeah? I was like, yo, listen, I'm doing some amazing job. I'm not doing no hamal, no nothing. You know what I mean? Come to this office. We have to first.
Hamal is physical labor jobs.
Physical labor job. So like, I come basically to this little room. Me and this guy are standing there, and there's all of these youngsters, right? Couple of like people in their late 20s, early 30s. Most of them early 20s, late teens, whatever. The first thing, it felt like a camp. Like some sort of training camp, or Duxi or something. They gave us papers and we had to memorize it. Remember, they were like something... A pitch, yeah. And they were like, you have a day and a half...
To know it inside out.
To know it inside out.
So when you go to the doors...
I thought, God, this is already disaster, man. Like, I don't want to be thinking and memorizing, and I thought already I was like dreading it, bro. I thought, I say no more, man. bro, I have no motivation for money as well. That's the worst thing. Like me, money has never been motivation. Wallah, it is a problem. Do you know what I mean? So I'm there thinking, I'm looking at Jibs like, yo, what the hell did he bring us into? You know what I mean? So we're learning this pitch, whatever, blah, blah. Now the job, the whole week you get £150 for the week. If you get 5 signatures.
Yeah, 5 signings.
5 signings. So you have to knock on doors. People have to open the doors. You have to convince them that they need to sign this paper. And we were doing free loft installation. Yeah. But they would send us to areas that are rich, that already have loft installation.
Better than RSPCA, bro.
Wallahi, it was a lot better. At least you have a chance to convince people. But imagine waking up in the morning, you're waking up in the morning, not knowing whether you're getting paid today.
That's wild, bro.
Imagine that.
That's wild, bro.
Bro, you're waking up in the morning. You're talking about £250, bro. We were waking up, me and Jibs were waking up, not knowing. We're going out there, bro. It was Ramadan. Yeah, it was hot.
I remember that.
We used to call you. You used to sit in the office, bro, and you used to say, bro, wallah, I'm fasting. My back hurts. I remember that till today. He's like, I'm tired. I'm thirsty, bro. I don't have no energy. And when me and this guy are like in the middle of Birmingham.
I remember it was air conditioned as well.
Oh yeah, you had air conditioned, everything, bro. I remember that. And we're thinking, yo, Salman, wallah, we're suffering. So this guy, he's my mentor. Do you know what I mean? They told me or something. Yeah. So
a day before equals the mentor, yeah?
Yeah.
In a day, yeah?
Character
That's
building.
an interesting job.
And he done it at 16. Do you know what I mean? RSPCA and that. So, like, we're knocking on doors. We go to rich, posh areas. Blah, blah. Hi, my name is blah, 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 blah. Bam! Slams the door in your face.
Nah. Wait, hold on. Abdi's first experience of door slamming was the best.
Well, that was horrible.
Was the best. Because I was like...
I don't know the story.
Basically, they were like, okay, so you're going out in groups. I said, yo, Abdi's with me. I said, send him over. I thought, yo, Abdi's going to get his first taste, yeah? It's like, hey, me, it's not going to be me this time, yeah?
He's loving it.
Let Abdi experience it, yeah? So listen, yeah? When you go door, just knock and just give me a pitch and see how it goes.
Be friendly, open, blah, 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 all that shit.
I'm just watching from the sidelines, you know. From the side watching, I'm like, alright, cool, this is gonna be funny. So I'm just there, tired, suited up. Yeah, it's like, yo, let's do this. He's like, very happy, excited. Yo, I got my pitch in my head. I got this. He's like, yo, Jim's, I'm like, hey, come on, let's go. I'm like, you can do it. Yeah. He comes in. He's like, oh, okay. Doof. Doesn't pick up. Doesn't open. Doof. Opens it. She opens it. Hello, madam. Excuse me, do you not know this doorbell? Yeah. So why'd you lock the bloody door? Locked installation.
So I thought, you know, when she slammed the door, I thought, oh yeah, she said ring the bell. Imagine, I said ring the bell. I said what? So I ring the bell again.
Allah.
Wallahi.
Wallah.
I thought, yo, after she slammed it, she's pissed because I didn't ring the bell. I thought, all
Your
right.
brain just switched up, yeah?
Yeah,
Your
she's being arsey and a bit very pedantic. I thought, say no more. Boom. I pressed the bell again. Yeah. She opens again. Are you effing taking a piss? Blah, blah. Do you not see the sign on my windowsill? I look at it. It says no advertisements, no pitch, no nothing, blah, blah. She slams it again. Oh, I looked at this guy is crying. I'm pissed right now. Thinking, nah, bro.
I'm like, welcome to the real world.
And what's running in my head is, if you don't get signings, you're not getting paid, bro. Crusty lips, dry lips, thirsty, bro.
Oh, thirsty. Wallahi, the sun. You're walking. We used to prefer walking by the shade because the heat was too much.
Bro, I think 2 days later, me and this guy sat down. He's like, Jibs, wallahi, this is not going on, bro. We can't do this for a week. Yeah. I said to him, Jibs, wallahi, I'm gonna quit. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah. We need to come with a solution. So I call my mum. This guy calls his mum. Yeah. We explain the situation to them. Yeah. So my mum says to me, listen. Like,
when in doubt, call mum, bro.
Well, I call mum, man. So I tell her the situation. She's like, so what you pitching, innit? I was like, free loft installation. She's like, I was like, yeah, but you know, winter, heaters, you know, it keeps less electricity bill, blah, blah, blah. She's like, fantastic. this guy tells his mum as well. They're like, she started telling all the women, Somali women in the area.
Yeah.
Free loft installation. All you have to sign. They instill it for you. Blah blah blah. So what? The worst thing about this job, to rub salt in your wound. Once you finish that morning meeting to discuss what area you're going to, who your team is, blah blah blah, they will ask you, do you have a bus pass? They'll be like, yeah, all right. This group will jump on bus number 37, and you're going to the bro. They don't drop you off. Yeah. You jump on the bus, bro. You jump on the bus. You go to whatever area you're going to. So we thought, yo, Jibs, we can go to any area we want to.
Yeah.
So we started doing, you know what? See you guys. Then we'll go to the area we're meant to go to. We'll say, we will take them doors down there. We'll jump back on the bus. And we'll go to the Somali, Arab, Asian areas.
Jeez, okay.
Right? And we start knocking on these doors now. Loft insulation, habit, wallahi, billahi. The electricity on the floor. Like, you will save so much money at the end of the year. Yeah. I was like, how is it going to harm you if we instill loft insulation in your loft? Well, enough to go on. Me and this guy, we got like a little flipping tape measure and that. Start doing the measurements, writing it down, the address. She will sign. Bro, we used to get 10, 15, 12, 6 a day, bro. Stupid numbers a day. Bro, you need to have 5 signatures in a week to get you £150. But after that, it's bonus.
So you get more money.
Ooh, okay.
We've robbed this company, bro.
Listen, you did your thing, didn't it?
We did our thing, bro. Somalis, Arabs. And then she would say, some Somali woman would be like, have you seen that Arab woman in that door? Yeah, ask her as well, man. I'm sure she needs it. Like, who doesn't need the loft insulation? You know what I mean? If it saves electricity and it keeps the heat in, say no more. Bro, wallahi, I think 8, 9, 10 days, I made $1,000 or something. Like, I made a lot of money, yeah?
Imagine we'll come back to the office. We're like, yeah, excellent. I'm teaching, bro. Star models. These guys, they're doing amazing. You need to learn from them. We're like, yeah.
Come on.
So they come to us.
Bro, and then like, I think we're 10 days in, this guy calls me in the morning. Yeah, bro, the amount of walking you're doing, and it's Ramadan. My mum comes to my room, and she's like, wake up, man. Wake up, you got a job. Are you not going to work today? Nah, I'm not going. When did you quit? Right now. I am not going in, bro. So this guy starts calling me. Yo, where are you, man? I was like, yo, I just quit, bro. What do you mean you just quit? At least come in and tell them you quit. He was like, man, don't be a coward, man. Come in. This guy's already in. Do you know what I mean? He wants me to come in and do another shift. I'm not doing that, bro. And I thought, yo, bro, I don't rate this job. Why do I have to come in to say I quit? Yeah. Nah, man. Screw this. 3 weeks later, you get your P45 that you're sacked or whatever. Yeah. This guy, I think he done a day or two after me. And then he quit as well. But he done it in a more mature, adult way.
He came in.
Sat them down, said, I'm not coming back again. I thought, they're thinking, where's the other guy? God, bro.
Where's your friend? I don't know.
Remember, they wanted to make us supervisors.
Oh, they wanted to make us team leaders.
Team leaders.
But if you're a team leader, that means you got to take your own team there. But me and this guy had a great partnership. We're like, no, we don't want a team leader.
We don't want that, fam. We're trying to make our own money, bro.
Bro, flipping. Some of the jobs we've done.
Nah, well, I remember that. I remember you lot calling. And I remember I was sitting there. You know what was wild, yeah? I sat back. And I remember at that moment, the air conditioning heat was just right. And I was feeling just a little bit of parchness in my throat. And then I thought, oh, man, I'm really thirsty, you know. And Fatah lost it at the point. He's like, why you taking a piss, bro?
we done loads of different jobs. I worked in Starbucks for like a whole year as well.
I remember that. And imagine, you worked the whole year, you didn't buck me one time, bro. Man didn't buck me one time for a drink. What? Huh?
You didn't deserve it. You're out here chilling in the office, air conditioning, and I'm here putting a coffee and stuff together. You know, I still have that was in 2013. I still have the aprons in my house.
Say that?
Wallahi, I still have the aprons in my house. I look at the aprons and I tell myself, Jibs, if you ever
Mess up,
yeah.
That's where you're going.
This way you gonna get.
Where you're going, yeah.
So I was like,
That kept you going, yeah. That was your carcass, innit?
Yeah.
Bro.
The thing is, other coffee shops and stuff like that, especially independent coffee shops, it's more like chill, more vibes, and if you have a passion for it, then cool.
Yeah.
But Starbucks, bro, you're just a cog in a machine. That's it. They used to tell me, do milks. I'm like, what's milks? So when everybody's in one part of the station, so someone takes orders, someone does the till, someone puts the coffee in. Brother, they gave me the deadest job. They gave me 2 jugs, fill in the milk to the level it's supposed to be at. And then, so if you want a small, you fill up to this level, and I put it to the guy. If you want a large, I give this level, I give to the guy. So, bruv, all I was doing was putting milk in a jug and give it to the next man. Putting
The
milk.
whole time?
Yeah.
And
it was so fast paced. Sometimes I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm putting the green milk, the blue milk, whatever. Goes, mate, are you retarded? Can you not do milks? I was like, bro, it's too much stress, man. I can't do this, man. But when it got a bit, you know what I mean? I'm not like when they bumped me up to like making the espressos and stuff like that. This is the Kenyan coffee, this Ethiopian coffee. Then I felt a bit more, you get me? A bit more.
That's when you started to get into
bit
coffee.
more, yeah. Then I thought
that's when you started to drink coffee.
That's when I first started to drink coffee. Before that, I didn't like it. But afterwards, I thought I knew it. But that one is just strenuous, man. It's like you're on your feet all day.
Character building. Some of these jobs, bro. The only thing that ever got kept us going, I think, was the fact that we knew it was a temporary job.
Yeah.
Do you get it? Like you knew, you know what? I'm steadfast in my education. Wala yamin wala shimal. I'm not turning from this path. Bro, I actually want to study because every time you go to work, you're thinking, bro, I can't do this. People are doing 20, 30 years in a warehouse.
Bro, I do not
in a
understand.
warehouse. Bro, how?
You know, I want to say something as well. Obviously, I started this new role now, and majority of the junior doctors I work with, they're about either my age, maybe a couple of years younger, around my age. Yeah, there's one brother, one guy, the first guy I ever clicked with, because a lot of these junior doctors, they're all arrogant. I don't like him, but that's another story for another day. But anyway, there's one Eritrean brother actually, Salman. I haven't told you. There's some Eritrean guy.
This is first time I'm hearing.
Yeah, he's from South London.
Okay.
And then he is the most blessed guy ever I worked with, bro. And I want you not to guess how old he is.
Yeah, that is.
Older.
Yo, 40.
40.
He's 40 years old, bro. He's 40 years old and he's working as junior doctor his first year. So he started medical school about around 35.
Mad.
34,
Imagine
35.
how many jobs he must have done.
Imagine what life he's gone through to at the end point to be like, you know what, that's what I want to do and I want to achieve and there. Do you get
What's
it?
the story? Have you talked about it?
I've spoken to him briefly, but because you know what, work environment, you barely get like even a chance to even breathe. You can't even speak. Do you get it? But he's such a cool guy, blessed guy.
That is fascinating. Imagine getting into med school at 35.
Yeah.
The process you'd have gone through to get there, innit?
It shows that you're never too old to change. Like if you want to chase your
Chase your dreams, you're not too old.
Never.
I remember seeing, bro, you know Clubhouse now, this is new thing everyone's on there.
Yeah.
I remember seeing a room titled, is it too old to chase your dream at 28?
28.
Bruv, that's nonsense.
Bro, Lempo was, when we were starting medicine, Lempo was 27 or 28.
27. He finished med school 33.
Do you know what I mean? Like, the thing is, you know, when it comes to stuff like this, the one piece of advice I remember getting once, and it sticks with me ever since, is that, because, you know, someone says, is it too late for me to start this at this age, whatever that age is, yeah. Okay, let's say this thing that you want to do takes 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, whatever it is, yeah. Whatever happens, those years are going to go by, they're going to go by.
Anyway.
So, do you want to be in a situation where after these 2-3 years, you're in a much better position? Or do you not want to do that thing? It's that simple.
Or be stationary, basically.
Do you know what I mean?
Fact.
Okay, you're 25, and this thing will take you 3 years. Okay, 28, or you're 28, it will take you 3 years or 4 years, 5 years. Those 5 years are going to pass, bro.
Either way.
So when you're 28 or when you're 30 or when you're 33, do you want to be in a position where you have this thing, or you just lived your years and
Those
done?
years will still go by.
They will still go by. So, bruv, you might as well make use of them.
Yeah,
you might as well
wallahi,
make use of the
wallahi.
time. There is never, ever such a thing as too late.
Yeah, my friend told me of another story of another woman as well. She literally, I think she celebrated her 65th birthday, I think, and then she just became a consultant, a doctor consultant. So it takes maybe about 6 to 8 years to become a consultant as well. So she started med school in her 50s, bro.
In his 50s,
She's
imagine
a
that.
woman as well. A woman. So don't tell me about this. Women should,
Bro, I know a girl that went to my medical school. Mashallah, amazing. Like she did a degree. She has, I think, 3 kids or 4 kids. She's very young, late 20s, early 30s. She's in med school 3rd year now. Like, wallahi, if you want to do it, you can do it. It's, if you have that dream and passion and drive for it, do it. Do you know what I mean? You don't ever want to, and that's not just for medicine, but for anything. Like, if don't regret it 20 years, 15. Like, if you're sleeping at night thinking, should I do it? Should I not do it? You already know you should do it.
100%.
Do you know what I mean?
100%. Because that concept there, bro, the concept of that time is going to pass anyways, bro.
Facts.
Yeah, that's not.
So the question you should be asking yourself isn't do I want to do it or do I not want to do it? Is after 3 years, where do I want to be?
Facts.
Do I want to have this thing, or do I not want to have it? That's the only question you want to ask.
That's all
yourself.
it is.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean?
Key. Samaki, please repeat it.
Come on.
Please repeat that. Beg you.
Listen, after the set amount of time, do you want to have this thing or do you not want to have it?
Facts.
That's it. Do you want to have this degree? Do you want to have this promotion? Do you want to have this qualification? Do you want it or do you not? Is it going to improve your life or not? Don't look at the time. The time is going to... I don't care if it's 15 years. The time will pass, regardless. The question is, where do you want to be after that period of time?
And like it says in the Quran, إِنَّمَا الْعُسْرُ يُسْرًا. Do you know what I mean? So that it's like, after struggle comes ease.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're talking about like the worst jobs we've had. We have had so many. We've worked in warehouses. We've worked in
as cleaners.
Jibs has worked cleaning, bro, shopping malls, bro, in them little carts.
Should I get into it? Or?
Yeah, you're getting into it just in a second. But what I'm saying is, like, after struggles comes ease,
and that's a promise from Allah.
And that's a promise from Allah. And what Jibs was saying at the beginning of this episode was that he actually wakes up in the morning and enjoys working. Like, he doesn't even think about the money. Do you know what I mean? Alhamdulillah. So, like, yes, we've had like all these struggle, temporary jobs, but at the end, whether it takes 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, you will be where you want to be, and you will never think about how much money is coming into your account. Do you know what I mean? Like, the only thing you're thinking about is, what am I gonna eat, and what should I wear to work, and you're not thinking about, I don't want to go work.
You're enjoying life.
Do you know what I mean?
Bruv, you're enjoying what you're doing. Do you know what I mean? And all those jobs, all those roles, the reason why you can do them is because there's always that aim, there's always that target, there was always that vision that you had. Do you know what I mean? You're working towards something. You're working towards something. Do you know what I mean? There's one more job I remember. It's not the worst one, but it's one of the worst ones. I'm not gonna lie to you. And then
Butcher's mad,
that was hilarious.
Bruv, whatever happens, that's the worst.
That butcher job.
That's the worst. And imagine, on that one as well, I forgot. Yeah. So basically, it was based in Birmingham, right? And I would just be working the butchers, and you take it from the van into the freezer, and then and you have to clean all that nonsense. Yeah. So once a week they have to do deliveries nationwide, right? And this one time it was delivery to London, yeah. And I'm gassing. I'm thinking, I want to do this, innit? Anything to get me outside of shop. And so what happens is, beginning of the morning, I'll never forget that the driver's there. The manager's there, and he's like, "Okay, guys, so who wants to go to London?" And everyone's quiet. I'm thinking, ha, you chumps. Do you know what I mean? You don't want to take this opportunity. I'm going to take the opportunity. A road trip, bro. Come on. I'm gassed, yeah? Because I'm thinking, I'm the new guy, so I can't really speak too soon. So I'm waiting, and no one says nothing in it. So I'm thinking, bet I'm going to do this. And I'm like, yeah, I'd love to. And everyone kind of looked at me like, and I'm thinking, why are people looking at me in it? But I'm like, whatever in it. So they're like, okay, you're going, innit? Now, so I'm sitting in the coach and I'm sitting in a truck here. It's me, some old white guy, and they're a funny guy, bro. You know these people at this who are older. They've lived life, and especially people like that.
Stories for days.
Wallahi, story for days, bro. It's like a 2-hour trip. I don't even feel it. I'm there relaxed. You know what I mean? He's putting on the radio, telling me funny stories. I'm there like, yeah. Now we're getting to London, and so now what we need to imagine is, okay, yeah, I'd have to carry cow carcasses, but I'd carry them from the freezer. I would walk a distance to so from the van, and I take it to the freezer and then put it onto the hook and then go again in it. Okay, which is difficult enough here. Now I have to grab the cow carcass, go downstairs, and we're talking London, so them tiny narrow stairs, bro, yeah. So I got this thing where the cow's head is on my head, bruv. Okay? And I'm trying to go down the stairs, bruv, and not trip and break my neck, and then squeeze through the door, and then go straight down and go for a little alleyway until I get to their freezer. And that's just one shot. And we have to make like 10 stops, 10 different shots, bruv. Yeah, akhi, bruv, after I did the first stop, I figured, what happened? And this whole time, the driver, he's in a car, bro. He's relaxing. He's not involved with me. He's not helping me.
Oh, so he's the allocated driver.
He's the driver, and that's it. He will take him from point A to point B. Tafaddal. Go pick up the dead bodies, bro.
Ah, bro.
I don't think vegans want to hear the story, you know.
Bro, when I tell you, bro, trauma. I didn't eat meat for like, I don't know how long. I turned vegan. I remember, bro, it would take me like 20 minutes of cleaning my hand to get the smell of blood out of my hands, bro. When I tell you that job, bro, subhanallah. Yeah, man, that's just wild, bro.
Go on, your cleaning job.
That's wild.
All right, so the thing is, yeah, I wouldn't like the cleaning job. Like, I wouldn't say it was my worst job ever. I've had like worse jobs than the cleaning one. I don't want to get into them. It's gonna bring trauma.
No, forget the cleaning. I want the
worst job.
We're talking about worst jobs.
Worst jobs,
bro. I'm telling you, bro. Bro. At the end of a shift, yeah, I was covered in blood like I'd committed murder. Fam. What are you talking about?
You know, it was.
To me about. Give me your worst job, G.
Nah, you know, it was the worst job was when I worked for Amazon as Ahmad, the physical labor one.
Okay, that was your worst.
Yeah, that was because the thing is, it was just physically demanding. But don't worry, I'm gonna get back to the clean, because the clean was a bit of an interesting twist to it. So the clean one, basically, you got to a point. It was the first year of medical school. By the summertime. Summertime. So I needed anything. So I was looking for like warehouse jobs, anything. The agents were like, we don't have any warehouse. I was like, please give me anything. They're like, we got cleaning. And I was like, They were like, is that all you got? Yeah, all right, cool. Sign me up. Let's go. And they signed me up to a shopping center somewhere in Birmingham. And they said, listen, you're going to work for them. So I'm like, all right, cool. Send them all. You know, it's not that deep. All right. So the guy gave me a plastic bag. And you know those things that pick up the litter?
Yeah.
Said, all right, this is your job. You're going to go around the whole car park. You're going to pick up the litter. I was like, shit. And this was about 5:30 in the morning. So I was like, okay, 5:30, ain't nobody can see me. Ain't a problem. Let's do this. I pick up the rubbish from the whole car park. And then I come back. Then he tells me, you're gonna go to the back of the stores, and you're gonna basically like compress all the rubbish or whatever in it. And I did that for like a couple of hours. And the most fun part of the job was I get to jump on this little scooter thing. Not scooter, but like this little machine that goes around and then collects the rubbish and whatever and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But the mad thing was, I used to think nobody can see me do the picking up rubbish in it. I seen one guy that I knew in it. I was like, I'm picking up rubbish. Yo, Jibs! Yo, Jibs! I was like,
that's long.
He's calling from there, innit?
Long, bro.
Yo, Jibs!
This guy.
Nah, this is not talking to me, G.
Oh, my.
Yo, Jibs, I see you, fam. Turn around. I was like, yeah, bro, what you telling me? You good? Yeah. What were you working? Yeah, working, bro. What, man? Well, hey, how was it, man? Yeah, it's all right. As you can see, he was like, oh, man. Okay, bro, do your thing. Well, like, yeah. Yo, my G, yeah. There's some rubbish there,
Imagine.
I'm like, you know what?
Nah, fucking
you effing prick. Yeah.
The thing is, he knew what he was doing, bro. He should have allowed you, fam. He should have allowed you.
I'm gonna dash the thing out. But I did that for about, oh my God, I did that for about a whole month, wallahi. But what I realized was,
by for a month,
bro. This guy, mashallah, bro. He's dedicated, man. Mashallah. Bro, I've never kept a job more than 10 days. This guy, he's done months in certain jobs.
Bro,
that one.
Well, I don't know how, man.
One thing I realized, though, I'm not lying to you, as I was doing the scooter job or picking up rubbish or changing bins, whatever, I don't know why, I'm still trying to figure out to this day, all black women and also black Somali women as well used to come up to me and say to me, "Oh my God, you're doing a great job. You're a fantastic young man. Keep doing you. You know what I mean? You're doing fantastic." And I'm like, "Okay, thanks, thank you. I'm just picking up rubbish and that. No, you're doing fantastic." They must have thought, I don't know, I was a reformed roadman or selling. You were doing some other man on the street and that. You get me? Better this than that. You get me?
No, but they know. I think what it is like we have a certain ego, keep it certain like. There is certain, bro, me and Salman, when we were young boys, we used to have a discussion about certain jobs that we would never do. And some of them I've done.
100%.
Do you know what I mean? Like, 100%. There's certain jobs I said when I was 14, 15, 16, I will never, over my dead body, man. What am I going to do that for?
Had to be done.
Bro, and it's done. So the fact that I think Somali and African mothers see you do certain jobs, it's like they look at you and say, wow, you know, the fact that you're working, grafting, they can see that you're young, bro. You could be on the streets.
Yeah.
Do you get it? The fact that you're earning money, doing whatever the job it is. And that's when in hindsight, I look at it like that as well. Do you know what I mean?
It's a beautiful thing, bro.
It's a beautiful thing.
They understand
They understand
how difficult it must be to control your ego and do jobs like this.
Wallahi.
You know, when you can be doing a madness. When you can be doing so many other things, you know what I mean? And it is something to be congratulated on.
Absolutely.
I appreciate them doing that.
Yeah,
I think that was a good thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it like sometimes it would just be like a very long day, and then I would just say a young woman, I'm not like in her 30s, come with their kids and be like, "Yo, you're doing a fantastic job." In front of her kids, saying, "Yo, he's doing a great job. He's doing this." And I used to feel like, you know what I mean, like appreciated, validated that I'm doing what I'm doing, and I was like, you know what I mean.
And it keeps you going, innit?
Yeah, it keeps you going. It keeps you. It's just like obviously what Salman said earlier. Everything was just a means to an end. You get it? 100%. There was like other seniors working and telling me, "Yo, you're a young man. You know what I mean? This is a job. What you doing?" I'm just a student. I'm just doing this part time. Like, yeah, all right, cool. And I felt like love from like elders, like telling me, "Yo, you know what I mean? You will do better in the future. Just keep working hard and things like that." But yeah, man, it was that wasteman that came by me and said to me, "Yo, that rubbish in the street, though. You know who you are, fam. You know who you are."
Wow. Come, roll up to the hospital. He's at, fam. You know me? Come say the same thing now, innit? Absolute.
But I think, you know, between the generations, I think the older generation, they love hard work.
100%.
Our generation, hard work's not appreciated. Like, if you're not working smart, you're an idiot. Do you get it? Like, bro, you did 12 hours? Yo, you could have done it in 4, man, by doing this and this and this. Do you know what I mean? And that's what it is. Like, no one appreciates hard work nowadays. You get it? So, like, and that's why a lot of the older generation will come to you and say, like, yo, what you're doing is amazing, blah, blah, blah. They're not doing it just to gas you up. They genuinely believe, like, yo, what you're doing is amazing and work hard, and eventually one day you will get to where you need to be. Do you know what I mean?
Bro, I don't care how much the world has changed and how many things, new transformations in technology and all this kind of stuff. There will never be a substitute for hard work, bro. Do you know what I mean? And having that mindset and the ability, the willpower to be able to you know what I mean, to do that and to push through and to work hard. I don't care what you're doing, bro. There is no substitute for hard work.
To wake up in the morning, to fight your nafs, your desire, everything, to, you know, put yourself through strenuous work to get to where you need to get to, is one of the key fundamentals in this dunya anyway. To get to where you need to get to. Obviously, a lot of things, 100% obviously is qadr. Allah control everything, but for what you can do on your end is just work hard to get where you need to get to. And you're gonna fail a lot of times. You're gonna fail so many times. Do you know what I mean? You're gonna fall on your feet, but it's about how you get up. You get me? And how you get there in the end. So, yeah.
And like, you know, you look at certain jobs that we look at now. What's it called? Retail, for example. They're luxurious jobs. Like I've done retail, I've done security, and when we're talking about worst jobs, they're not up there.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Like they're obviously I hated them, but they weren't bad jobs. But I remember like one of the jobs I said I would never do, right? And we did, like, I've been doing it for a long time now. Was, you know, personal care, like healthcare and cleaning people up, and I thought, hell no, I hate, like, bro, when I was younger, I could not comprehend how people will go into work to clean other people up. Do you get it? Yeah, obviously they're vulnerable, they need it and all that stuff. But as a youngster, you don't understand that. And it's one of the jobs.
That's the key thing. As a young person, you won't understand.
You won't understand that. I was like, nah, bro, what? You want me to white feces? Hell no, I'm not doing that, blah, blah. And I did all of these other jobs. I did like retail, I did security. And there's some of the lads, me and Jibs know that we used to tell them, yo, like, because, you know, they used to work in healthcare and the elderly care homes and then mental health homes. And we used to think, they used to tell us stories. I used to be like, nah, I'm not doing that. Do you know what I mean? And then they were like, all right, whenever you're ready, let us know. I used to think, nah, not ready. Do you know what I mean? So I did security, I did retail, all of that stuff. And you're just a number. Like, you know, they don't care about your exams. They don't care. Like, you come in on a Saturday and you tell them, you tell your supervisor, like for River Island, for example, you know what, I've got an exam on Monday, so I can't come in. And then they'll be like, well, you're contracted to come in anyways. Because they don't give a shit whether you go to university, whether you have an exam, whatever. You're contracted to work that Monday for that many hours. I don't care whether you have an exam or not. Do you know what I mean? So I used to tell them, oh, I'm not, you know, asking for permission. I'm letting you guys know so you can get a cover right in like off the box. Do you know what I mean? Like, because I knew why I was doing this job. It was pocket change. Do you know what I mean? But there was a lot of people I remember, like my age, who were youngsters that used to cry, bro. I used to be like, yo, why are you crying? They'd be like, oh, I've got an exam on Thursday and, you know, I can't get the time off and blah, blah, blah. I used to think, yo, don't turn up. Why is this job so important to you? Do you get it? Like, listen, you should know why you're doing all of these temporary jobs. You should have a goal. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the tunnel, there should be like a goal that you want to reach. You get it? And if there's little roadblocks on the road, like a supervisor telling you can't sit this exam, yo, which one is more important? You have to weigh it up. Do you know what I mean? Yo, I'm not coming on Thursday just to let you know. Do you know what I mean? And bro, I never got sacked because even though I never used to turn up, they knew deep down like, yo, listen, he's not gonna not come, like not go to his exam and then come to work. Do you get it? But bro, cleaning, like the cleaning feces job, bro, have you ever been chased? Yeah, like in mental health, have you ever been chased? Yeah. By someone covered in feces, like they will they will strip naked, yeah, they will strip naked, they will have feces in their hand, and then bro, they cover themselves in feces, and they start chasing you now, bro. You start running away, wallahi, like the mental, bro,
fortitude that you need.
Oh my god, bro, me and Jibs, the amount of like stories we have in this mental health place, bro. Bro, sometimes
it needs an episode for itself.
It needs an episode on its own, bro. Bro, they will punch you, yeah? Imagine they will punch you and they will stand there and you can't restrain them if basically they're not doing anything after that. So they will punch you and smile. Yeah, and you have to take that punch, bro. And they will smile like.
That's crazy.
I'm thinking, bro, some of them, they will just get their thing out and piss all over the floor. And you have to clean it up, bro. Yeah? Some of these, bro, wallahi, like in the mental health.
I did it 4 years.
Bro, alhamdulillah, Allah has given us, you know, like we talk about what you know, if you had, you know, certain disabilities and, you know, the worst one is when your mind is not there, bro.
Yeah,
you know, wallahi, mental health is the biggest. Like, that's the one you need the most.
100%.
You can do with, you know, like physical health, like the declining and, you know, but mental health, bro, you know, bro, some of these people, wallahi, like you're sitting there, some of them are professors. Like I remember in some of the hospitals I worked in, professor, he has so many accolades, bro, University of Birmingham, whatever, blah, blah. And he's in there because, you know, he wants to commit suicide or blah, blah. And, you know, like, you have a conversation with him, you're thinking, yo, he has had an amazing life. You understand? He's had an amazing life, but when they're in this place, bro, they're just a patient. And you hear their stories and you think, wow, you know, people have gone through some tough situations, wallahi.
That's crazy. 100%.
You know what I mean?
SubhanAllah, wallah. But
on that point, obviously, if you've had some crazy work stories, please contact the helpline down below. But yeah, listen, if you lot have had any, you know, crazy work stories, sharing them in the comments. We'd love to
We'd
hear.
love to hear them.
Do you know what I mean? Shared trauma is, do you know what I mean? What makes it bearable. Do you know what I mean? When we can share our trauma.
Relieve trauma.
On that point, obviously, do please like, comment, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you are aware every time we post a video. We're going to be posting quite regularly now, inshallah. We're going to be also posting this as a podcast. So wherever you get your podcasts, we're going to be there. Spotify, Apple, SoundCloud, do you know what I mean? Whatever it is, we're there. And we will catch you on the next one, inshallah. Peace.